Alright everybody, it's Aaron again. Welcome to 2013. I've been without internet for roughly 5 to 6 days, off and on, sporadic. I have Windstream, so I apologize for not uploading these videos before the end of the fiscal cliff, so to speak. It's been a rough 5 days for me, 5 to 6 days. I must admit, it's a little bit like Neo in the Matrix, basically unplugged. It's been sad to say the least. But without further ado, again, welcome to 2013. This is Edmodo, first video of the new year. New interface, obviously. If you view my other Edmodo video from my blog, you will definitely see a difference in the interface. It's much more streamlined, much more user-friendly. The GUI or graphical user interface, it just looks a lot more Facebookish, so to speak. The blue, the rounded edges, Windows 7 looking, whatever. Anyways, if you haven't signed up, it's real simple. Teacher, obviously, click there. A couple of suggestions for you. Username, try to make as relevant as possible. Everybody's going to be like Miss Holland, Mr. Holland, Miss Colberth, Mr. Colberth. Try to mix it up a little bit. Miss G Colberth, Miss G Colberth 777, something like that. Should help you out. Password, 8 characters. You can keep your schemes the same if you want, as long as your passwords are safe. It's all that matters. Okay. Email, my only recommendation here, use your email associated with your school email. It makes it a lot easier to validate your account. Okay. When we go global, basically when I say global, I mean when our whole district goes Edmodo, which I predict will be happening probably soon because everybody's going Edmodo anyway, so I'm sure we'll just adopt it, and then it'll just take Joey, our network admin, to contact them, submit our information, and it will be put on the fully trusted list. That way everyone that has an associated email will immediately be fully trusted, and there won't be any true validation even needed at that point. But until then, okay, you'll have an email validation that will be sent to your school email. Okay. The good thing is with the .pickens.k12, it's a trusted URL type, and it just makes it easier. Okay, so just trust me on this. I've got 2 Edmodo accounts associated right now because I used a Gmail when I first signed up, and it was just not a good idea because it, with it being Gmail, they don't know if you're just some Joe Schmo out there trying to get on, and just for security reasons, trust me, best bet is to use your school email and go from there. Okay. Title, obviously self-explanatory here. Doctor, if you're Dre, if you're Dr. Pepper, whatever, just what the doctor ordered, whatever, however you see fit, you do it. Okay. First and last name, be true to your name here, please. Don't mess this part up. By signing up, you're agreeing to the terms of service, obviously, and the privacy policy. Okay. When you sign up, you will get a validation email sent to your school email. Just click it, validate, you're done. Okay. First time you sign in, alright, before you get to this cool looking interface that I've already got up, basically it's going to ask you a series of questions. What school you represent. I went ahead and put Pickens County High as association of me, and also Pickens County. So you can go ahead and do that. I would recommend doing that, okay, for your connections. It helps you. The more people you connect to, the easier it is for you. Okay. It also asks you what subjects you are interested in, or what subjects you teach, what grade levels are relevant to you. First it asks specific grade levels, and then it breaks it down into a generalization, like, i.e. 9 through 12. You can even do through K through 12 if you want. It's totally up to you. Just, click the check boxes that are relevant to you and then hit next. Okay, as you can see, I've got several. I've got all these. Okay, math, creative arts, computer technology, career tech, support, Pickens County, obviously Pickens County High, science, social studies, and world languages, and I'm following Desmos. Okay, so and then of course Pickens County and Pickens County High, these are where people obviously in the county have already created Edmodos excuse me, and they've linked themselves to these communities. Okay, they've basically created those. This is what I was telling you earlier. When we validate these communities and make them valid, us saying yes, Pickens County High is true, it's real, and yes, this is the URL that you would say is a valid URL. The .pickens.k12.ga.us. Anyone with an email with that would be associated and would be safe as a teacher. It just makes it that much easier for us. Okay, Edmodo would associate that and be like, oh, okay, all good. Alright, I'm also the one group I have created is called Technology Resources. Okay, this is basically the group that I created for myself. Okay, now I did post something a little bit ago on how to embed an app that is free through Edmodo using the note feature, so that way you don't waste money in the App Store. Okay, this is going to be the one thing I'm going to show you real quick. But one cool thing is the suggestions. Again, this is just like Facebook. You log in, you got the suggestions on, hey, you may know this person. Barack Obama, you may know him. So I'm going to go ahead and, I know Todd Guerin obviously, so I'm going to go ahead and click connect. And I'm going to send request. So, don't know why he's not on my friends list already. Alright. So basically, that's the cool part of things. Like I said, once you get in, the first time you log in, the first thing I usually do when I log in, when I first created my account, for those of you that again just signed up and just got started, the first thing you want to do is go to your profile. When you go to your profile, you can just go to edit. Okay, and if you saw, all I did was I just clicked on the box. Okay, and you can add information in there. Bam, and you're done. I just put a little tidbit of information in there about me, what I do. Okay, and then I click save. Okay, the pick here, let's see here, edit. I just uploaded a photo from my own, from my own collection. You can choose one of the icons if you don't want a personal photo. There's several photos you can choose from, but if not, you can go to browse, and I just went to pictures folder, and you can just choose any of your pics that you've got. So basically it's up to you. Just bam, hit that one and click open, and it'll upload it to you. Max of 10 megs. So as long as it's not a massive pic, you're good to go. Okay, and then you can go to email and text updates. I put my cell phone in here, obviously. You can do that. My provider obviously is Verizon, and these are the notifications I want sent to me through my phone if I get them. Okay, from anyone that's in my contacts. Alright, then your password. This is where you can change your password if you want, and privacy settings. Alright, you can block connection requests and only show profile to my connections. In other words, only the people that know you can see your profile. Okay, those are just two little tidbits there. Okay, and obviously in your account here where I was showing you, you can go down here and change this information as well. just, you know, and deactivate your account obviously if you want. I've associated my school with 500 Dragon Drive, obviously. And remember to try to claim that URL. I was lucky enough to get Aaron the Tech. So mine's edmodo.com/Aaron the Tech. So pretty cool little URL for me. Some of y'all may be able to get like edmodo.com/Todd Guerin or /Chris Wallace. Probably not that one, but maybe /Gail Colberth, /Bobby Timms, 527-463. No, just kidding. But anyways, y'all get the idea. So again, you're seeing how I'm navigating. I'm staying up top. Okay, top left is home. Next one is planner. Okay, the planner's pretty cool. That actually is your calendar, so to speak. Okay, this thing here, when you can do a task. Okay, and I'll go into this in a little more detail in another video because these are pretty complex things you can do now. You can actually assign things, like you can do assignments, quizzes, polls, notes, anything of that nature on a specific date ahead of time. It used to be you could only post something in real time. Now you can post something now but not have it actually be posted until whenever you choose. Okay, so let's say you do you go ahead and you generate the assignment today, right? But you don't want it to post until next Monday or next Tuesday when the kids come back. It won't post until next Tuesday. Okay, so while you're at home chilling and doing your thing, while you actually have time to breathe, live, and spend time with family, you know, the things that you don't normally get to do, that little breathing time you have, you can get caught up, right? In theory, obviously, and get some of this stuff out of the way and plan ahead just a little bit, okay? And not have those assignments sitting out there waiting and then your students logging in saying, oh, I'm going to get caught up and do this out of the way. This way you can keep some type of structure and not have your kids going ahead and doing assignments 5 months ahead of time, you know, because you're going to have the students that do that anyways. But that part's pretty cool. But this is basically a calendar of events for you. You know, the students have a calendar for themselves. All they see is the whole month or the week, however their viewing is, and it shows them, you know, basically by Friday the due date for homework or the due date for the quiz or the due date for the poll, etc. Okay, you have progress here. The group progress is more like, you know, how many of the students have finished their assignments. This is just a way for you to be able to see what % of your students are on track and which ones aren't. This is a good way for you to send each student a personal note saying, hey, yo, you know, get on track, you know, you got 4 more days, you know, you got 2 weeks, etc. Alright, the library, this is your what I like to call the creme de la creme. I've already got an attached to posts link here already. Anything that you do in Edmodo is going to be here in your library. In other words, anything you link inside a post, in a note, in a quiz, any of your quizzes, any of your assignments, any of your polls, they're gonna basically be showing up in your library. Okay, and the cool thing is you can use these at any point. Okay, you can save them in different folders. You can actually delete them from here. There's so many features you can do. I mean, I can't even. This is a whole nother video. I'm not even gonna waste time on this, okay? Because I'm just touching the bases here for you just to get a good feel of just the basics, okay? Again, the final feature is the apps, okay? Again, I hate the fact that the pictures aren't showing up. I'm at school, so I'm having to, the thumbnails aren't showing up, but you're just gonna have to bear with me on that. Alright, my biggest point of advice to you here: do not buy apps. Okay, there's no reason to buy apps unless they're an app you simply cannot find on the web. On the web. Okay, let me give you an example. Actually, the graphing calculator here, Desmos. I'm going to give you an example of that, but let's do the Dogo News because I already showed this one. But just give you an example. It's $3 for the group. Okay, and it's this group here. Okay, so it's going to cost you $3 just to get the app to be able to share in this group, which it's nice to have the convenience. Okay, but why? That's all I'm going to ask is why. Okay, because you have this available already if you're using Chrome. Alright, this is what I find is crazy. I mean, I guess they don't know that people know this stuff, but let's just type in Dogo News. Oh, I'm just going to type in Dogo. No, well, Dogo News. Okay. Now, look, I've already have it installed on my Chrome browser. Okay. It's an app that is free that's already on my browser, and all it is a website. Okay, it's dogonews.com. Why would you spend $3 for a website, people? Don't do it. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you is when we talk about folks in our district already saying that we're throwing money at technology, this is what I'm telling you. Do not waste money on what they're coining as an app, because it's not an app. It's a URL. Okay, it's a website. Alright, and I just showed you that by going here. I'm going to go back to the home page, just give you an example of what I just posted. Alright, and it's right here. Me to Pickens County High, teachers and admins. This is an example of how to embed an app that is free through Edmodo interface using the note feature and sharing a link. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. Alright, I've got note. Bam. Example of posting or sharing an app that is free through Edmodo using the link. Feature. Okay, and you just click link right here. Alright, the URL is right there. You just click here. That's all you gotta do, just click. It'll fill everything in, and you click attach. Okay, now it's X here because it's not, again, we're on this side of the world at school. That is what it is. Okay, and then you click send. Okay, and then I'm gonna put Pickens County High and then send. I'm actually gonna delete it once I'm done with it, but see, it's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. Now I'm just gonna actually delete the post, but you get the picture. Okay, and this is something I was gonna coin on earlier. Let's say you have a specific thing in social studies, a specific story. Dinosaur era lizard gets name after President Obama. Okay, this is an article you want to write about or you want them to read. Bam, you've got the URL. Okay, you'd have to do the same thing, right? You'd have to navigate to that and share that specific link, right? Read this specific article and share thoughts through the reply button, which actually this is a good example of how to do an assignment. Read and reply 1. Read the following article and share your thoughts by clicking on the reply button. Let's do the due date of Friday, and we're going to go to link. Okay, and that's it. See if let me just do Grady Flanagan. Sorry Grady, you're my guinea pig today. Alright, so you get an idea. Okay, so this is a good way to see how to do it. Okay, real simple way how to link a free website, which they have coined as an app, for $3, that they're gonna use that money, right? And it's just amazing to me. So anyways, hopefully this was a little informative to you. I know I kind of stumbled around a little bit here, but it's just some of the things I see here. You know, when I see them, it's like, wow, you know, people are actually going to pay. And I know some of this stuff here is good stuff, but again, give a little bit of time. I would even say, you know, take the survey and get a $50 in-store credit. That way, if you want to buy stuff, you can, because there's no sense in buying stuff. I mean, look at this, $14.99. My goodness, I could think of a lot better things to spend money on than this. I mean, I love Edmodo and I want to support them definitely, but my goodness. Anyways, a teacher's timer actually might be one. This is one I was trying to find earlier. Might be a good one because you actually can set a timer on this thing, which might be good for some of the PowerPoints and some of the challenges you may do. I might go into this one a little bit later, but that will mean I'd have to buy it, and you know how I am about buying. Free is good, so we'll see. But anyways, hopefully y'all got a little bit of good information out of this video, and thank you.